The Christmas season is a time for joy and tradition, a bright spot at the end of the year. We all imagine the perfect holiday, a warm fireplace, family gathered, laughter filling the air. But sometimes, Mother Nature has other plans. The weather doesn't care about our calendars or our dreams. A sudden storm can turn peaceful days into chaos. In 2025, that's exactly what happened. Across the country, families faced blizzards, floods, and ice storms that upended every plan. Instead of celebrations, many struggled just to stay safe and warm. Power outages, impassable roads, and flooded homes became the reality for thousands. The Christmas of 2025 was a powerful reminder. We are all at the mercy of nature. In this special report, we'll revisit that unforgettable holiday. We'll hear from people who lived through the storms and see how communities coped. We'll also find stories of hope, neighbors helping neighbors, kindness shining through the darkness. And we'll ask, what can we learn to be better prepared for the future? This is the story of Christmas dreams and weather nightmares. The Great Plains expected a classic white Christmas, just a little snow, nothing more. But on December 24th, a monster blizzard exploded overnight. Winds over 60 miles per hour and blinding snow created a true whiteout. The Miller family in Nebraska had planned a big holiday dinner, but the storm hit fast. Power went out, the house grew cold, and relatives were stranded in their own homes. Christmas was spent huddled under blankets, eating canned soup by candlelight. Winter Storm Gabriel dropped over 30 inches of snow in less than a day. Snowdrifts reached 20 feet, burying cars and blocking roads. Emergency services were overwhelmed, snowplows couldn't keep up. For 2 days the Great Plains were frozen in place. The dream of a white Christmas became a fight for safety and warmth. Families learned that nature's power can turn holiday plans upside down in an instant. The blizzard of 2025 was a holiday no one would forget. It was a test of patience, resilience, and community spirit. For many, it redefined what Christmas truly meant. Sometimes, survival is the only celebration. While some were trapped at home, hundreds of travelers faced a nightmare on Interstate 90 in the Dakotas. On December 24th, families, students, and truckers tried to outrun the storm and lost. The blizzard hit with blinding speed, turning the highway into a frozen parking lot. Cars slid off the road, accidents blocked both directions, and traffic stopped completely. The Garcia family, with 2 young kids, spent 30 hours stranded in their minivan. They rationed gas for heat, ate snacks, and tried to keep spirits up as the wind howled outside. The National Guard used snowcats to rescue people, bringing them to emergency shelters in small towns. Instead of a family Christmas, hundreds spent the holiday on cots, sharing stories of survival. The ordeal was exhausting and frightening, but strangers became a community. The storm showed how quickly travel can turn dangerous, and how vital it is to be prepared. For those stranded, Christmas became a lesson in patience, hope, and the kindness of others. The frozen interstate was a reminder, sometimes, the journey matters more than the destination. In 2025, the road home was the hardest part of the holiday. But together, people found a way through. On the West Coast, the problem wasn't snow, it was water. Too much water. An atmospheric river slammed into California just before Christmas, unleashing relentless rain. Southern California, usually worried about drought, faced massive floods and mudslides. The Chen family near Santa Barbara had to flee as a wall of mud crashed into their home. They lost everything, but survived. A bittersweet Christmas miracle. Some areas saw over 15 inches of rain in 2 days, overwhelming rivers and storm drains. Highways closed, entire communities were cut off, and thousands spent the holiday in shelters. For many, Christmas was about survival, not celebration. The storm was a record breaker, exposing the region's vulnerability to extreme weather. Families returned to devastation, but also to neighbors ready to help. The floods of 2025 were a harsh reminder. Nature's power can change lives in an instant. Yet, even in loss, the spirit of community endured. The holiday was redefined, not by gifts, but by gratitude for life and each other. Sometimes the greatest gift is simply making it through. In Oregon and Washington, Christmas brought a devastating ice storm. Rain froze instantly, coating everything in a thick, heavy layer of ice. The region became a glittering, treacherous crystal kingdom. Tree branches snapped, power lines collapsed, and roads turned to skating rinks. The Davis family in Portland heard a crash as an ice-laden branch punched through their roof. With no power and a damaged home, they moved their Christmas dinner to the cold basement. Over 1 million people lost electricity, some for more than a week. The ice storm was the most damaging in the region's history. For many, it meant a Christmas without heat, lights, or a hot meal. The beauty of the ice hid its danger, leaving families cold and isolated. Yet, neighbors shared generators and supplies, turning hardship into connection. The storm tested everyone's endurance and their willingness to help each other. In the darkness, the light of community shone brightest. The icy grip of 2025 left memories of both hardship and hope. The Appalachian Mountains faced their own holiday disaster, a brutal mix of snow, ice, and power outages. Heavy, wet snow and freezing rain brought down trees and power lines across the region. Rural communities were plunged into darkness and cold, some for over 10 days. The Jackson family in Tennessee traded a big Christmas dinner for sandwiches by the fireplace. Their home, usually filled with warmth and laughter, became a place of quiet togetherness. No heat, no running water, and spoiled food made survival a daily challenge. Local fire departments and churches opened warming centers, offering hot meals and a place to recharge. The holiday spirit was found in these acts of support and kindness. The storm revealed the fragility of infrastructure and the strength of community. Families learned to adapt, finding comfort in each other when the lights went out. The Christmas of 2025 in Appalachia was simple, but unforgettable. It was a season of resilience, resourcefulness, and neighborly care. The darkness brought people together in unexpected ways. Sometimes, the smallest comforts mean the most. In the coldest winter, warmth comes from each other. Amid chaos and disappointment, the storms of 2025 brought out the best in people. Neighbors became first responders, clearing snow, delivering food, and checking on the vulnerable. In California, volunteers rescued families from floods and filled sandbags to protect homes. Shelters overflowed with both those needing help and those eager to give it. In the Pacific Northwest and Appalachia, people shared generators, food, and warmth. Community potlucks and shared resources turned hardship into connection. These acts of kindness were the real Christmas miracles. The storms destroyed property, but not the human spirit. Strangers became friends, and hope outshone the darkness. The lesson. In the worst of times, compassion is our greatest strength. That's the true heart of the holiday season. The Christmas weather of 2025 was historically extreme. Winter Storm Gabriel broke snowfall records in Nebraska, nearly 30 inches in a day. The storm's pressure drop rivaled hurricanes, fueling its explosive power. California's atmospheric river brought over 14 inches of rain to Los Angeles in 48 hours, a record. The flow of moisture was 15 times the Mississippi River's average. The Pacific Northwest's ice storm lasted 36 hours, coating everything in over an inch of ice. Power outages affected millions, some for more than a week. These weren't ordinary storms, they were once-in-a-generation events. The numbers reveal the scale of the challenge communities faced. Scientists warn such extremes may become more common as the climate changes. Understanding these events helps us prepare for what's ahead. The data is clear. We must be ready for the weather of tomorrow. The Christmas of 2025 was difficult, but it taught us valuable lessons. Communities came together, showing resilience and hope in adversity. The storms passed, but the memories and the lessons remained. Preparation is key. Stay informed, have an emergency kit, and be ready to change plans if needed. Keep supplies on hand: food, water, batteries, blankets, and check on neighbors, especially the vulnerable. The most important gift is safety. We can't control the weather, but we can control how we respond. The spirit of kindness and community from 2025 should guide us every holiday season. By looking out for each other, we can face any storm with confidence. The holidays are about warmth, safety, and hope. No matter what the weather brings, let's carry these lessons forward. Together, we can weather any storm and keep the true spirit of Christmas alive.